Hey there, welcome to more of Sakura Succubus 4. Lynx here. Let's start a new day over there. Surprisingly, it's actually kind of morning-ish for me as well. Because not even 10 AM yet. 12 minutes. Crazy. Yes. But I've dealt with everything quite fast. Anyway. I arise early the following morning to the sound of the squalling seabirds and the shore. The birds, of course. The most annoying creatures? Maybe not, but they are among the annoying ones. I luxuriate in my bed for a few moments, content to enjoy the warmth that envelops me. Lazing around like this feels nice. But while I'm not as good as Hazel, I didn't come all the way out here to lie in bed. I could do that anywhere. I sit up, stretching, and raise my arms above my head. Then, invigorated, I rise from my sheets and ready myself up for the upcoming day. I get dressed, splash my face in the bathroom, and head downstairs. I'm greeted when I enter the open-plan living area with the familiar scent of the Hifu miso soup. She's standing by the stove, stirring a pot of the stuff. A golden yellow-brown, mixed with bits of cut tofu and dyed spring onions. I've never had tofu. She really must like doing that for, right? If it tastes as good as it looks and smells, it should be delicious. Good morning, Hiroki. You're up pretty early. You're the first one awake, other than Hazel. So technically it's the usual situation. Did she head out for a joke already? I passed as Sasara was going downstairs. She should be back any minute. Hi guys! Bye guys! That was not her voice, but okay. Now. The front door opens with two, then Hazel flies in, her ponytail bobbing behind her. Her body is slick with sweat, her shirt clinging to her chest, and her face is flushed. She doesn't offer any further greetings than this most perfunctory one. She kicks off her shoes, Hifumi toots, then slides about the kitchen island and sidesteps the couch like it's a slalom course. Which also, actually nothing of that what's happening reminded me, but still reminded me. I wanted to do some editing for the previous episode. Basically, I wanted to insert some fireworks. But god damn it, Resolve is not dealing well, surprisingly enough, with green screens. Basically, I wanted some clips that basically are fireworks on green screen, okay? And somehow removing a green screen just... it's not too great. I mean, I was using like a freaking 1 minute tutorial or whatever. Maybe something more advanced would work, but yeah, I want easy and fast, okay? Kind of like that. But I did some sounds. Anyway, I really need to get to freaking learning this software properly. Anyway. In roughly 5 seconds, she's made her way to the foot of the stairs, and in a third of that, she scales them and vanishes from view. I watch her, blinking, as does Hifumi. Hazel moves so quickly, she was less woman, and more a blur of limbs. She might as well have been a hurricane. Somebody sure was in a hurry. She's always like that. I'm afraid one of these days she'll slip and knock her head. I wouldn't want her to hurt herself. I mean, she's super energetic. I mean, it's nice. Hazel can be rather harsh at times. That's true, but yeah. Hifumi smiles fondly, still stirring the soup in the pot. But she's rather young. As far as Sakura goes, I'm sure she'll grow out of it in due course under Marina's influence. For what I hear, Marina has done a wonderful job disciplining her already. Yeah, she truly is a model big sister. Okay, so for some reason today the webcam seems to be catching everything better. Like, everything is more fluid and so on. Huh. Maybe I should be recording in the morning. Anyway, I do know about that. I cast my mind back to a couple of months prior, when I first escaped the Succubus realm. I and Hifumi arranged a party to celebrate our newfound freedom, but Marina and Hazel were AWOL for the majority of it. I thought this quite mysterious, until I began to hear peculiar noises emanating through the walls of my bedroom. When Hazel finally emerged, she was trembling, her eyes tearful. She was largely unresponsive for the rest of the night and sat in a corner with her arms around her legs. She looked like she'd seen things, or more like experienced things. I thought it impolite to inquire as to precise the details of said things, but my imagination is good enough that I can make an estimated guess. I've seen enough videos that you can't see on YouTube, and judging by Marina's creativity, she has to. I think this should be almost done. Or so they say that you can't see on YouTube, but given what kind of ads you can find out between the videos, you sometimes think, why? Why do we censor stuff? What? Himu's gentle voice interrupts my musings. She smiles, her glasses steamed up from the mist soup, and says, would you like to try some? I'd very much appreciate your feedback. I'm no top chef, so I doubt I'd be much use, but sure, I'll try a bit. It's delicious, though, definitely. I don't even need to try, I know it. Thanks, Hifumi. It's no trouble. Drink up, drink up. There's plenty more where it came from. Hifumi holds a spoon to my pursed lips, laden with miso soup. There's a chunk of tofu sting atop the spoon, alongside a few curlicles of green onion. From close quarters, the smell is even more tantalizing than it was before. I'm already starting to salivate. Never happened to me when it comes to food. I dip my head, then take the spoon to my mouth. It's delicious, but I expected nothing less. Hifumi's miso soup is mild, but it's not blunt. It's seasoned to perfection, just the way I like it, and the green onions give it a nice, subtle crunch. Fun fact, not really fun fact, but fact about me and soups. I freaking really dislike if there is something in those soups. I don't like anything swimming in it. Like clear soup and some pasta in it, and we are good. Anyway, sometimes an egg or something. Anyway, what do you think? Do you like it, darling? A milquetoast compliment like that would be doing your cooking a disservice. I don't just like it, I love it. I'm very glad to hear it. Hifumi smiles brightly. I find cooking relaxing and have enjoyed it for many years. I like to think I'm somewhat competent at it after much trial and error. I mean, that's what cooking is about. But I do not wish to grow complacent. One can always improve. The moment one forgets this, their skills begin to decline. It is the same with Karuta, and even with acting. Yeah? I've been studying your eating habits closely, and have been striving to make food suited to your taste buds. What? I'm gratified. My hard work has paid off. It has. I don't think you've ever served me anything that tasted bad. This is even better than my mother's cooking. My, that is a lovely compliment. I'm flattered. I'm pretty sure he said this before in one of the Sakura Succubus. 2 or 3. For her pap. Or maybe it was a choice back then? It might have been Sakura Succubus too, and I think you had a choice to say that. That you cook better than my mother and such. Anyway, for perhaps you should not tell your mother this. I would not wish to compete with her. Not if she is to be my mother-in-law one day. Why not? That's pretty bold of you. I nudged Hifumi aside playfully. Are you dead set on being my wife? I have never been more determined about anything. I may be an actress, but my feelings about you are wholly insincere. I will not be content until I am walking down Nail to greet you, dressed in white. I wouldn't complain. For such a mild-mannered woman, Hifumi looks awfully fired up. I swear I can see the fire blazing in her violet eyes. Do you think your parents would approve of me, Hiroki? They might balk that idea, my being several years older than you. I mean, to be honest, who cares if they approve it or not? Yo, it's about me and you being together here, right? That's how a relationship works. You don't need approval of parents for that. Or is it just me that thinks that? But that's my belief, to be fair. I would not wish to cause a rift between you and your family. It's fine. I'm not super close to my family, if I do visit them from time to time. They've been nagging me to settle down with a nice girl the last few years. My mom in particular. I'm lucky enough to not hear that, actually. They've been over the moon if they knew you'd show such interest in me. You're as nice as they come, and since you're older, you'd be able to keep me on the straight and narrow. Yeah, my mom thinks I need somebody to whip me into shape. Somebody like her? You should have not said that. I smiled wryly while scratching my cheek with one hand. I told my mom a couple of months back I was in a relationship. Mostly to get her off my back, but I was vague with the specifics. She seemed disbelieving now that I found one girlfriend, let alone 6. We need to find one more Sakubi, by the way. I don't want to say it, but you know, one for each day, right? Unless one day is day off, so I guess maybe not. But yeah. If she knew, on top of all of that, the famed idol Yamamoto Hifumi was included in my harem, she'd never shut up about it. Even my dad would be excited to hear that. He's been a fan of Hifumi for a while, and he owns every single one of her movies. I'm afraid his gushing might perturb Hifumi, and it would certainly annoy my mother. She's kind of possessive. In before she's also a Sakubi, and you already, you know, took care of your father. I wouldn't be surprised actually about that. Man, thinking about this is giving me a headache. Why, dear Hiroki? Have I done something to upset you? Nah. It's not your fault. My mom's been clamoring to meet you is all, but I haven't been upfront about how famous you really are. I want to keep all this Succubus stuff under wraps. It's kinda unbelievable, but you'll have to know the truth eventually. I don't want to hide you from my parents, not if you're so serious about this. I'd like them to meet you, but then I feel obliged to introduce them to the others, and that would be hard to explain. I understand entirely. That is why I have not pushed you up on the matter. I trust you will do what you think is right, Hiroki, to further our relationship. For if you need any help explaining matters to your parents, you can rely on me. I'm US advisor, and I like to think I have some diplomatic skills. At the very least, I'm less abrasive than some of my sisters. Hazel laughs, as do I. Abrasive is a pretty good way to sum up the likes of I and Marina, and maybe you too. They have very strong personalities. Well, we need not worry about it for the present. We came here to enjoy ourselves, not fret about the future. I apologize if I have cast a pall upon things, my dear Hiroki. It's not a problem. I'll have to think about the logistics of this sooner or later. I mean, that's what I studied. I can help you. Even if I hated it, because it felt like we studied everything, and basically that means kind of nothing. Anyway, one guy can't just date 6 beautiful women and expect the whole world to be okay with it. Yeah, my parents might need some talking around, but you're so mature and motherly. I doubt they will take to you at once. With you, it might be a different matter for. What about me? She marches into the room. At that moment, hands on her hips, her hair is tied back into her 2 signature tweetails, and for it's early in the morning, up on her face. She's already wearing her signature skull. I guess I wouldn't be I if she wasn't a bit pissy. But I do wish she could chill every once in a while. Are you whispering behind my back? Huh? That's not very ladylike of you, Hifumi. I'm disappointed. Yes, you're right. I apologize. Hiroki and I were only speaking of his parents and how they might react upon meeting us. It is quite a heavy topic of conversation. Dwelling upon it would only spoil the food I have made. So please, erase it from your mind. Did somebody mention food? Hazel's next to me entered the room. A wild smile on her face. She's wearing not her jogging gear, but her casual attire, and her hair and skin look damp. I guess she must have had a shower after her run. Well, yeah, that was awfully fast. I'm starving, Hifumi, and your food smells great. I need to get some carbs into my belly after all that exercise. It's almost done. I've just about finished with the miso soup, and it looks like the rice is also ready. I prepared some pickles last night, which we can eat with our food, and there's fried mackerel too. Alright, mackerel, this sounds like quite a fest. Feast? Fest? I never remember. I checked it like a million times and I never remember. Feast or fest? God damn it. Let's check. Let's check again and forget again. I don't know, I don't remember that word. I mean, I check it every so often with recording.
Feast.
So it's feast. Okay, cool. But of course, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I would be a poor excuse of an older sister if I could not satisfy all your appetites. I don't want anybody going hungry. Oh, you're such a goody-goody. I oppose the face. Please, excuse me while I vomit. Oh my, are you alright, are you? If you feel ill, I could get you a glass of water. Thanks for the concern, but I think I'll be fine. It was just a turn of phrase. You sure? You do look kinda pale. If you got a vom, could you do it in the bathroom? I don't want you putting me off my food. Please! It's not I'm going to drop literally. Idols don't do that. Yeah, right. They don't? No! It'd be totally off-brand. My fans would hate me for it. But drink up's a normal body function, even for a Succubus. Don't you fans know that? Next, you'll be telling me they expect you to never pass gas or use the bathroom or... Enough! I yanked some hazel ponytails so hard she squeals. I mean, technically, as far as I'm concerned, idols don't date, right? I'm pretty sure they are not allowed to date, which is freaking ridiculous, by the way. But yeah, I mean, if you think about the idols, fans, and so on, or just, you know, voice actors, voice actress fans, and you hear the stories of how they flip when they hear someone is dating or whatever. It's crazy. Anyway, Ayu Youngson hates ponytail so hard she squeals. Why are you talking about my bodily functions? It's way too early for that. So, you'd be alright chatting about it in the afternoon? Of course not! Ayu's face burns red, and her cheeks puff out like a particularly affronted hamster's. As if I tell you what I do in the bathroom, I'd rather die first. No, I'd rather you die. Please don't tell me you're into that kind of thing. What thing are you talking about even? I have no idea. You know, I'm talking about the dirty stuff like pee. No, I'm not. No, no. That's a turn-off. Porphyromonas gingivalis. That's pretty dirty. What? No! Okay, I don't know what she just said, not gonna lie. Porphyromonas. Oh, it's actually a first option when you... Wait, that's about teeth. What the hell? Okay. Ayu glowers at Cosmos, who's only just entered the kitchen, still blurry-eyed. What even is that? It's a type of that bacteria. Why did I Google it then? It's a type of bacteria commonly found in the mouth and the butt. What? Why? No, you know what? I don't know. I don't want to know why. I don't care. Oh my. Human looks only mildly bemused, but Ayu's face is even hotter than a furnace. I bet you could put K barbecue on her cheeks. K? Why K? Korean? How do you know about that? I was looking up cosplay ideas the other day. What? And you said you were going to cosplay sexy bacterium? Why not? It would be interesting. All the girls cosplay sexy boat. Yeah, or sexy King Arthur. Okay, did Wincloud find out, or more like check out, for some reason my channel, they find out my name, and there we have this. I mean, I am named after that, okay, after that king, not gonna lie, that's true. True story, anyway. That is true, I guess, but why bacterium? Oh, Hataraku Saibo. I like bacteria. They're cute. Like hell they are, you weirdo! I snorts and takes a seat at the table. Are you gonna plate up the food here for me? I like to eat some time during the century, but don't give me too much rice. I need to wash my finger. If you're worried about your wave, you could always come jogging with me. And try to keep pace with you? No thanks. Phone call, sorry. And try to keep pace with you? No thanks. You're built like an Amazon, and I'm meant to be cute, delicate idol. I mean, I'd choose Hazel. Sans, you're too annoying to spend more than 5 minutes with. What? And who said that? Am I annoying? You're very annoying! If you're worried about your wave and you don't want to exercise, you could swallow a tapeworm instead. They absorb nutrients from your gut, so can eat a lot but keep slender. They are very useful. And they are cute too. No, they aren't. What is with you and finding weird things cute? You must have worms in your brain. Who has worms? Marina is the last to enter the living room. She's wearing her white sundress and her hair looks neat and silky. She casts an eye about the room, taking us in, then rests her gaze upon Ayu. Greeting, she says, "Do you have worms, Ayu?" "No, I do not have worms!" "Alright, everybody, let's settle down. I was right, we shouldn't discuss such matters now. You can resume your conversation about worms later. It does seem very interesting, but for the present, I would appreciate if we could eat the breakfast." Kifumi plates up our food and brings it to the table, and we soon begin to eat. I'd help plating the food at least, you know. This is so good. Cosmos shoved rice in her mouth. With her chopsticks, her face flushed with pleasure. Yes, rice is delicious. It's delicious. I'm in heaven. You could try to eat a bit more cleanly. You've got food stuck to your cheeks. Let me. Ayu picks up her napkin and reaches across the table to clean Cosmos' face. That's actually awfully nice of her. Cosmos doesn't squirm away from Ayu's attentions. She sits patiently, her chopsticks aloft, as Ayu wipes and occasionally tuts. There, much better. You're almost presentable now, were it not for your questionable fashion choices. I don't know what you're talking about. I still understand the appeal of those ears. They make you look infantile. But your stage costume is way frillier and more childish than anything I wear, Ayu. No, it isn't. My stage clothes exist to assassinate my beauty. They're unparalleled. Now, this argument sounds pretty familiar. I've heard it before at the train station when the pair of us were leaving the ryokan. Yeah. These two always argue. But that one moment, that slight few seconds, that was a nice moment. But I think they must care for one another. If they didn't, I would infuse over Cosmos as she does, and Cosmos wouldn't insist upon their being friends. It's a shame I was too prickly to admit she might ever like anybody. Well, I and Cosmos bicker, a few turns to me and posits a question. Would you care to go for a walk with me later? It's a beautiful day, and I thought I might like to see more of the beach, or maybe the cliffs. I think it would be nice to stretch my legs. And it would be nicer, still, if you joined me, Hiroki. The answer is yes. If that's what you want, then sure, I don't mind tagging along. It would be my pleasure. Wonderful! Kifumi beams. We could bring a picnic too. If you like, you certainly seem to be enjoying my cooking, and I very much enjoy cooking for you. There's some leftover rice from breakfast, so I could make rice balls. And maybe rolled egg omelets. That's all pretty classic picnic fare, yeah. It's the sort of stuff my mother used to put in— Stop talking about your mother! Used to put in my lunchbox at school. Now I feel kind of nostalgic. Can you do ginger chicken? Or Hamburg steak? I can make almost anything. The fridge is stocked full of ingredients, and it would be a shame to waste them. Tell me your requests if you have them, and I shall turn them into reality. That's so cool. You sound kinda like a mage. I am a succubus. I do know 1 or 2 spells. Not more? I'm not complaining. But when it comes to cooking, I prefer to use my own 2 hands. No cheating. The only magic I need is my love for Hiroki. Whoa! Spoken like a true housewife. Your devotions, so bright and glittery, my eyes are starting to tear up. I'd love a cute wife to cook for me too. I'm tempted to invite myself along to your little picnic. But I had Hiroki to myself a bunch the other day. I wouldn't want to crowd your time, and I still want to get some more jogging done. She's so nice. Yo. People, you know, there was that moment with you in the past, Sakura, the number 3, but damn, Hazel is nice. Would you mind saving me some of your ginger chicken for? Of course I wouldn't mind. I can make extra chicken if you want some. It would be my pleasure. Nothing makes me happier than feeding the others. Alright! Hazel punches her fist in the air in celebration, while Ayu pretends to gag. You act way too nice, Hifumi! You're giving me a sugar overdose here! Oh dear, I did not think my miso soup was particularly sweet, but perhaps I made a mistake. I think your food is delicious, Hifumi. Pay Ayu no heed. She's just jealous because you can play Hiroki with food, and she cannot. I've heard rumors about her culinary skills, or lack of, and it is truly tragic. She even burns cereal. How do you burn cereal? Really? Is that true? That was only one time! It was just a mistake! How do you manage that for? That's one hell of a mistake. How do you even do that? I don't know. It's my fault. It's my maid's for taking day off work. I need to cook and clean because she does it all for me. I mean, I guess she pays her for it, right? So yeah. I'm too famous to food about make me want food. Ayu turns her nose up in the air, arms crossed, while Marina smirks. How hopeless you are, dear Ayu. I am very busy myself, but even I know the basics. You really do have nothing to offer, save your full temper. The scary thing is kind of it's true. She came in clutch for, but other than that, I think I'll join Hifumi and Hiroki on their walk. I have no desire to stay here and babysit your squabbling children. Is that alright, Hifumi? I do not mind at all. But what about you, Hiroki? Do you have any objections? Of course not. I like spending time with all of you. But of course you do. I am irresistible after all. And so is my food. And so are you as well. Perhaps I'll make some cute apple bunnies too, and maybe some cookies. I would love to feed them to you, Hiroki, perhaps while you are lying on my lap. Yes! Nothing would make me happier than that. Man, with this Sakura 4, I actually don't know who's my favorite. I know it's been Cosmos all this time, but Hifumi is so great. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to click. It takes about an hour, but Hifumi, Marina, and I finally crest the summit of this hill. From our vantage point, the rest of the beach is sprawled beneath us like a patchwork, all golden sand and azure sea. The hike was a challenging one, but the view more than makes up for it, as does Hifumi's cooking. Here you are, dear. Say ah. Hifumi offers me a piece of rolled egg omelette pinched between her chopsticks. I oblige, my eyes falling shut, and Hifumi pops a piece of omelette into my mouth. I chew it on, savoring its soft, fluffy texture. It feels like biting through clouds. I'm left with a somewhat sweet aftertaste when I swallow. It's moreish, and I'm already craving more of the cooking of Hifumi's. She makes cooking look so easy, but I know a lot of effort goes into every single one of her dishes. Yeah, I mean, it is a lot of effort. She's incredibly thorough, and she made all this for my sake. The picnic spread is laid out on the tartan blanket we brought with us. Hifumi really pulled out the stops, and it shows. There's a huge array of different dishes, all of them staples for any lunchbox. In addition to the rolled egg omelettes, Hifumi also made rice balls, ginger chicken, hamburger steak I requested, octopus wieners, sauteed eggplant, and all sorts of other side dishes. I doubt I'll be able to eat all of this, but I'm not going to give up. But it's so good, I'm tempted to try. Do you like it, dear? I love it. Goodness, you're so complimentary. I really do appreciate it. Hifumi giggles coyly, while cupping her cheek with one hand. Now that I think about it, I don't know, like, sometimes random thoughts pop up into your mind, or random memories, right? Especially while playing games, I think. Like this, for example. And I feel like my resting in peace great grandmother meant for me to find basically someone like Hifumi when she meant. Yeah, you should find someone nice who will cook for you some nice dishes and such. Anyway, that's not her voice, of course, but I actually don't remember her voice, but yeah. It's been so long ago that, yeah. Have I read this? I'm not sure. Let's do it again even if I did. Hifumi giggles coyly while cupping her cheek with one hand. Alas, I'm only too aware of my shortcomings. The egg omelets are not perfectly even, and I used a bit too much oil. You are using oil? What? Come on, Hifumi. You don't need to use oil for cooking. I'll have to be more careful next time. You mean you can make food that tastes even better than this? I can hardly credit it. Her cooking's so good already. If it leveled up even more, I'd run the risk of turning into the real glutton. Yeah. Gluttony was one of the 7 deadly sins, right? Who cares? I can't stop myself on Hifumi's cooking all day. But what if I trigger all the deadly sins? Do I trigger some special reward? I can't stop myself on Hifumi's cooking all day. To be fair, I mean, let's face it, everyone probably triggered all of them anyway. Maybe I should take up jogging with Hazel. It's hell to wake up so early, but it might be necessary if I don't want to pack on the pounds. I mean, dude, that's what I was saying before. Is there anything you'd like to sample next? Perhaps the Hamburg steak? I've been eyeing that up for a while, yeah, you know me too well. And you as well as any wife should know her husband. Hifumi picks up the mini steak deftly into her chopsticks, with the fluid motion of one who plays competitive karuta, then offers it to me. I pack the steak from the chopsticks like a bird might, while Marina watches. You fawn over Hiroki too much, Hifumi. You're spoiling him. Perhaps I am, but how can I help it? When I love somebody, I want only to make them happy. There is nothing more important to me than Hiroki's happiness. That's very sweet. But did you ever stop to consider that it is because of your pampering you were turned out so selfish? Maybe a bit. Oh no. Hifumi sets her chopsticks down and frowns. That did not occur to me. No, I did not realize. But perhaps there is a grain of truth in what you say. You is my cousin, and I care for her deeply. I was so relieved when she agreed to ascend the throne in my place. I was perhaps too following in our subsequent interactions. I wish to become a trusted advisor she could rely on, more akin to a big sister than an official figure. But I fear I was too lax with her. I let her get away with many petty cruelties, which slowly began to escalate. It's alright for me. You can be a bit difficult, but she's not... You can be a bit difficult, but she's not all that bad. She's not as possessive as she used to be. She's mellowed out a lot. Thank you for consoling me, Hiroki. It is very kind of you. If you were to hold a grudge, I understand. If I had done a better job as US mentor, I doubt she would have subjected you to the torments that she did. I'm responsible for all that occurred in the Succubus realm, however indirectly, and I have felt some degree of guilt about it. Perhaps that is why I'm so determined to pamper you. I've been overcompensating, and I never realized it. My affection is not safe thing, is it? No? I mean, I wish he would do more the other way as well, to be fair. It's fine, don't worry. No, it's fine. If it was an issue, I'd say so myself. So don't fret. I don't like playing mind games with people. I'd never keep you guessing. Thank you. That means a lot to me, Hiroki. Truly it does. Then I shall continue to fall over you, if you do not mind. That is simply how I am. Hifumi shifts closer to me, then presses her chest against my arm. I wish we could always stay like this. I don't. I like keeping busy, and I know if I took too long of break, I'll begin to tire of it. You've got the point, not gonna lie. I may not be the Succubus princess, but in my own domain, I'm in charge. All my employees obey me, and they cower before me. There is nothing more amusing than that. Each recorder is gratifying, as is having them fulfilled. But one's life cannot be nothing but work. We all need distractions, else we would go mad. About that, she's also correct. And you are a fine distraction indeed, darling. Lucky bastard! Marina shifts against my side, her fingers linking through mine, while Hifumi nestles against my opposite arm. The pair of them leaning close, sandwiching between the delicious warmth of their bodies. The breeze stirs their hair, so it brushes against my cheek. I can smell the shampoo I inhale. Now that I think about it, there is a lot of mentioning of shampoo in this one. Not complaining. The taste of Hifumi's delicious homemade food lingers on my tongue, while my other senses are completely enraptured by these two gorgeous Succubi. I really am lucky. Yeah. Hifumi's food is good, but my dear Hiroki. Marina smiles wickedly. You are good enough to eat. Marina presses a kiss against my cheek, as does Hifumi. Their lips are soft, and their full chests are pushed up against my arm. Not against your own chest, though? Whatever. I've ascended. This must be what paradise feels like. Yeah, probably yes. I've endured various trials and tribulations, thanks to these Succubi, but I'm glad that they came to my life regardless. I wouldn't want to be without them. Marina draws back, her voice throaty, and murmurs into my ear. Now I'm starting to get hungry. Me too. I can't hold back much longer. I love you, Hiroki, and I want to pamper you much, much more than I have already. As your future wife, that is my duty. I'm going to fill you up with my love until you can't take another bite. Okay. I spent the rest of the evening recuperating after the rigorous workout Marina and Hifumi gave me. I mean, we had to walk very far for an hour. Then there was the way back. Yeah. I eat the dinner Hifumi prepared, which is delicious as always, and while away my hours on the couch watching TV. Hifumi and Cosmos are sitting with me. There is some documentary about samurai that Hifumi seems particularly fascinated with, so I'm not really watching it. I'm too tired to pay much attention, particularly to the goings on in the 17th century. Cosmos surprisingly seems pretty into the documentary, right? But I think she's more amused about all the historical re-announcements and the highly exaggerated speech adopted by the actors in their heavy samurai regalia than intrigued by the dates and facts. She's certainly gigging more than the program of this sort deserves. Does she think it's supposed to be some kind of comedy? Hazel went for another jog, and how? Okay, maybe Indian Succubus bodies are built different, right? And Marina sounds reading some work emails in her room. As for Ayu, I'm not sure where she is. She shut off after dinner, maybe to practice her dance steps in her studio for an upcoming tour. I am pressing one hand to my mouth. It's not 10 yet, but I feel pretty tired. I'm thinking about hitting the hay already when. Hey, Hiroki! Ayu appears in the doorway in a flurry of orange twintails and a flap of her pastel pink skirt. Now that's a coincidence. I was just thinking about her. Hey, Ayu, do you want something? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. It's a nice, quiet evening, and as the sun will soon be setting, I was wondering. Oh. Cosmos steers her eyes away from the TV screen where Mitsuhide is about to ambush Nobunaga and stares at me. That's right. The sun will be setting soon. And? Ayus coughs, both hands planted firmly on her hips. What's it to you? I was waiting for the sunset so I could go and take a few photos. The sunset is very aesthetic, particularly over the shoreline. It would look good on my rapid palm feed, especially if I took a few wide angles or maybe applied a filter. I could take some really artistic photos of the sky and the cliffs and the ocean. And I could take some shots of myself in my bikini too. I could make a whole album of them and call it A Summertime Date with Cute Cosmos. For of course you're the only person I really want to go on date with, Hiroki. Cosmos reassures me, winding one arm through mine. It's with expectant eyes that she peers at me, pressing her chest up against my side as she says, would you mind going for a walk with me? I'm sure I'll be able to take even better photos if you can hold my phone for me. It's the second evening in a row that we are getting snatched away from Ayu. Oh boy. You want me to help with your rapid pound content? If you wouldn't mind. Cosmos blinks winsomely, her eyelashes trembling. Is that no good? Don't you want to help? It is kinda weird taking lewd photos of my girlfriend so she can upload them to the internet. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want that. Not gonna lie. But I guess it's fine. I'm the only one who can touch you. I would still prefer, if I were to have a girlfriend, for her to not upload stuff for other people. Hell, I would definitely not want that to happen. Twisted though it may sound, it's actually quite the appealing idea. What do you mean? Cosmos thousands upon thousands of us will go at her in cute cat-made bikini while fantasizing about strolling along the sunset beach with her. Can we not talk about it? But actually, I'm the only one who will ever be able to do such thing. Yeah, but still they will. I'll be one-upping all these guys from the shadows and they will never even know. Yeah, I mean, you say you want to one-up. I want to all the activities up. Okay? Goodness, give me. Goodness me. Are you alright, Hiroki? You have quite a strange expression up on your face. Huh? I do? Yeah, indeed. Like a no mask. For a man, you look almost demonic. Sorry about that. I was just fantasizing about something. It must have been quite the fantasy to prompt such an extreme reaction from you. Yeah, I guess. You could say I'm awakening to a new screaming sight I never knew I possessed. Really? That's exciting. He for me giggles. I certainly wouldn't mind being taken advantage of by you. You're so shameless, Hifumin! Only when Hiroki is involved, I fear he brings it out of me. You had your fun with Hiroki already. You went out on a walk with him, you and Marina. Cosmos squeezed my arm between hers. Her butterscotch eyes are fixed upon mine. I want to have some fun with Hiroki now. Can we go for a walk? Can we? Please, please. Sure thing. I'd love to, Cosmos. Yay! Thank you! And will you help me take my photos? It would be my pleasure. Yippee! You're the best! Cosmos covers me in affectionate kisses while Ayus calls. What about me? I wanted to go for a walk with you too! Sorry, but I'm otherwise engaged right now. I've got a bunch of photos to stick. We can go on a walk later, okay? No, it's not okay! Ayus calls, then kicks the couch with her heel, which makes Hifumi toot. This is unfair! It's like you're ignoring me on purpose! You're such a jerk! Well, see if I care! I didn't even really want to go to walk with you! You don't deserve attention! You bowl of multi white trays that's been left in the cooker for a month! A month? Hifumi wins to hear such a detailed simile, one hand pressed her mouth. That would never do. While rice may taste better if it is left overnight, leaving it for a whole month in the cooker no less is unthinkable. I cannot condone such a thing. Yeah, well maybe Hiroki should have thought about that before he decided to blow me off. I don't see how these things are related. You wouldn't! You're too stupid to comprehend anything unless it's staring you right in the face! So saying, I will talk so. Told you, second evening in a row. She doesn't look at all happy. But I don't have time to fools over her and her mercurial moods. I agreed to go out of Cosmos, and that's precisely what I'll do. I'm not the sort of guy who goes back on my word. Oh boy. Wow, the beach looks so pretty. I'm sure my fans will love these photos. Cosmos and I promenade along the sunset beach, her a little ahead of me. She has her phone grasped in one hand, which she points at the rolling red-orange surf and the swaying palm trees. Cosmos' face is lit up with girlish excitement and her eyes are white. She looks so enthused I would be surprised if the fox ears on top of her head started to twitch. Right now surely does remind me of a small curious animal. Now that's nostalgic. The comparison takes me back to our very first date, when Cosmos asked me to walk her on a leash in the streets. I did not want that to be reminded to me, not gonna lie. I did not. That was a pretty wild thing to do. But it's not the most brave thing I've done with this girl. Sorry about yawning. Our first encounter prior to our first date was on a busy Tokyo train. I was commuting to work, minding my own business, when a very attractive girl in a pair of very short shorts pressed herself against me and... well, the rest is history. You would need to check out other playlists. Audacious for her behavior might be, Cosmos is sweet-natured, and among her Sakura sisters she's the most hang up about being my girlfriend. Yeah. In that sense she's pretty traditional. Yeah. For the stuff she comes out with can be on the zanier side. She's not doing anything strange right now, though. She's just taking a bunch of snapshots as any holiday maker would do. Do you want to take some photos to Hiroki? It seems a shame not to. We need to preserve these memories forever. That's a sweet sentiment, but it's fine. If I ever wanna look back at this vacation, I can take a look through your photos. But you work as a photographer, Hiroki. Cosmos tilts her head, askance. Don't you like taking photos? I did once upon a time, but hobbies lose their appeal when you turn them into a day job. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. I have no clue. I was passionate about taking photos once upon a time, but now it reminds me of my work. And my boss. I don't want to think about him when I'm with you. Oh, I see. Cosmos pouts. That's a shame. If I ever got tired of taking photos, it'd be really sad. I find it a lot of fun. I'm glad you find it fun. Don't stop on my account. Take as many pics as you want. I was going to bed. Cosmo looks at me curiously. You don't find photography fun anymore. What do you do as a hobby? I date Succubus girl. I haven't had much time for hobbies since I started working for the Sakura daily. My boss is a slave driver and I'm his serf. I don't know if I've got any pastimes I care about. You have your photography and Hazel's always exercising, and Hifumi cooks and plays Karuta, and Lynx records video. But as far as me, I think I'm happiest when I can spend time with all of you. Really? Cosmo's eyes light up. You mean that? Yeah, you always cheer me up. If I had to pick a hobby, I guess it would be that. Or maybe making you happy. That sounds too selfless to be a hobby. You need to enjoy yourself more. But I am enjoying myself. I've had loads of fun. You don't need to worry on that score. I hope not. It's fine, Cosmos. I close the distance between us with a few strides, then ruffle the top of her head. I do this pretty frequently with Cosmos. I know Marie and I wouldn't like it. Fate feel demeaned, and Hazel and Hifumi aren't the kind of girls who handle my dessert bad heads, but Cosmos appreciates it. I don't know, I think Hazel wouldn't mind. She always sighs and leans into my hand when I stroke her, once more like a fluffy animal. It's normal for people to fall in and out of love with their hobbies. They find new interests and move on there with their lives. It's kind of truth. But I will never lose interest in you. You fill the whole photography left behind, and more besides. There is never a dull moment when I'm with you and your sisters. There is always something fun to do. I'm not sad, Kay. Kay! Cosmos replies after bows bend off her head. I'm glad you're happy, but maybe we should find you a new hobby. Maybe you should take up musical instrument. No. I'm good. I did play the guitar a little back in high school. Really? That's so cool. Not really. I only ever learned a few notes. It might be fun to get back up again for... You should. I'll support you. I'll be your #1 fan. Really? Thanks, Cosmos. I'll be sure to send you my first mixtape then. I'd love that. But there is something else I'd like to... I've taken a lot of photos of the beach for my rapid bounce account, but I was wondering... Cosmos digs at people for a sneaker in the sand, uncharacteristically coy. Can we take a few photos together? Of course. Just don't go uploading on social media and we should be all good. I wouldn't. I want to keep you all to myself. You belong to me. Okay. Cosmos bounds towards me, her phone in hand. She looks very enthusiastic about the prospect of a couple's photo shoot. Now say cheer. In fact, she's a bit too enthusiastic. In her race, she trips over her feet and goes tumbling to the ground. Owie! Cosmos sits proud on the sand, her legs spread inelegantly. Her phone lies on the sand beside her, downturned. With a bit of luck, the sound cushioned the worst of the blow. I hope it's not broken. Probably not. I know how much Cosmos loves her phone. I'm a bit worried about Cosmos herself right now though. Are you okay? I think I'm fine. Cosmos retrieves her phone, then examines it. She wipes the touchscreen, turning it on, and sighs relief when her phone responds accordingly. Oh, my phone still looks good, but my ankle... It feels kind of funny. Did you twist it? Maybe. Cosmos tries to stand, but this accomplishes nothing other than a second pain squeak. She stumps back down the sand, still clutching her phone like a talisman. Her face is red, and her chest is heaving. I think she might be in worse shape than she's letting on. We'll have to postpone our photoshoot for the present. Cosmos' welfare is vastly more important. I don't think you should be standing. You'll put too much pressure on your leg. Let me help you. How are you going to do that exactly? I can carry you back to our speech house. Then I can get Hifumi to take a look at you. She seems pretty reliable. She should be able to tell if you sustained any serious damage. But that would put you out, Hiroki. I don't want to be a burden. It's no burden at all. I'm your boyfriend. Carrying you, wearing your heart is all part of the job description. Yeah? But I'll be too heavy. Who said you were heavy? I did. She said I ate too many sweets and I didn't leave the house enough. She warned me if I didn't watch out I'd get squishy. I don't think you're as squishy. If anything, you're as squishy in the correct places. I only said that because she's jealous you have more fans than her. But Hazel said I need to exercise more. Hazel thinks everybody needs to exercise more. She's a total health nut. Now let me. Yeah? I bend down, then gather Cosmos up in my arms. She's not feather light, but she's not particularly heavy either. I can straighten up without too much of a struggle. As expected. For her to be light. I don't think I'd be able to support her for hours on end, but the brisk 5-minute walk across the beach to Ice Cow should be more than manageable. Always could go piggyback, right? There we go. That wasn't hard. Are you sure? Cosmos surveys my shyly, her dark eyelashes trembling. I'm not putting any strain on you, am I? Actually, you're heavier than I thought. What? It's fine. I can't even feel you. It's fine. I can scarcely even feel you. That's a lie, but Cosmos does need to know the full truth. She's insecure enough as she is, surprisingly enough, given her career choice. You'd think a girl that makes a living selling scantily clad photos of herself would be more confident about her body, but apparently not. She has several hang-ups of her own. But that make me love her less. In fact, her vulnerable side only makes me care for her all the more. So, this is okay? It's more okay. More than okay. I like looking after you. It's my hobby, remember? I recall I'm better at this than musing or writing, at least. You are very cool, yeah. Cosmos giggles, a piece, and rests her head against my chest. The wind stirs her hair, so it brushes my cheek. And the waft of her fruity shampoo goes up my nostrils. That's the second time we are mentioning shampoo today. I can feel her body heat, not to mention the softness of her skin beneath her clothes. I guess this is a pretty intimate pose. If it's okay then, I guess I can take advantage of her kindness. Thank you, Hiroki. She's so adorable, man. When you hold it like this, it makes me feel like a princess. You are a princess. You are my princess. What? Cosmos' face burns red. When you say stuff like that, my heart starts beating so fast. And my face feels so hot. You're so nice to me. I'm not sure if I deserve it. How it teases me. Marina's cold, but you're so understanding. Cosmos smiles at me. It's a very soft, gentle smile, warmer even than the sun as it sings beneath the horizon. You're the best boyfriend in all the world. It's late at night and I'm curled up beneath my covers, all warm and toasty. I feel exhausted after the events of the last few days and sleep is fast beginning to encroach upon me. I turn over, yawning and burrow my cheek against my pillow. It's so nice and soft, I look like Hifumi's thighs. This thought brings a half-smile to my lips. Well, yeah. I spent a lot of time over the last few days with my harem of Succubus. We played together on the beach, set fireworks, and I devoured a lot of Hifumi's homemade cooking. Does life get any better than this? I feel like I'm living a dream. Another yawn escapes from my lips. I'm just about ready to drift off one. So, I'm guessing it's time. So, Hiroki, do you care to explain yourself? What's the big idea? I pulled up, eyes wide, as loud noise splits the silence. That should sound like my door being pulled open, with no small amount of strength or anything approaching subtlety. What's going on? I look wildly about my darkened bedroom, searching for the culprit behind all this. Don't sit there looking all wide-eyed and innocent! I'm not going to feel sorry for you! You know exactly what you've done, or haven't done in this case! You're back of leaf mold! And it doesn't take me long to find them. I was standing by the foot of my bed, make that looming. It's hard to pick out her features in the dark, but I can tell that she's scolding. Her voice makes that more than apparent as she does her posture. Her hands are planted firmly on her hips, in the manner of all scolding mothers. Here's a suggestion from me for you, Hiroki. Just grab her and, hug her and go to sleep like that. It will work, definitely. Not I was my mother, that'd be pretty weird. She's not even the motherly type. Yeah, she is. She's nothing like Hifumi. I'm a very nice patient person. Oh, you aren't. Yeah, right. So let us say your piece. That has been oblivion. I don't think I'll be able to trust you again after you've treated me so poorly. What? I hold a hand to my temple, which is throbbing and winds. Owl's shrill, high-pitched voice feels like it's boring a hole in my skull. Surely it's too late at night to deal with this. I don't get why I forced her into my room, or why she sounds so pissed. But the fact remains that she is pissed. Most definitely. What's up, Ayu? Did something happen? Yeah, something happened! Something has been happening throughout our vacation! I'm surprised you didn't notice it, dummy! Blockhead! Moron! You might be right about some of those things, but please try to calm down. I don't even know why you're so angry. If you could just take a deep breath. Don't interject that to me, Hiroki! Now follow me! I have a bone to pick with you! Wait, what? Oh, I tried press, but Ayu's fingers wind around my wrist. She pulls me out of my bed, up onto my feet without ceremony, using more strength than it seems possible for her to possess. I was so small and slender, it doesn't seem right she should be able to overpower me so completely. I twist and turn, but I can't get her to let go. I'm trapped! Ow! I wince as I nails dig into my skin. That smarts. Damn it. Ow, oh, gee! Would it kill you to be gentle? I'm still half asleep and I'm not dressed yet. If you want to have a talk, we can talk, but I'd like to put some clothes on first. I don't want to drag me around the house like this. Why should it matter? We've all seen you naked before anyway, you playboy. It's too late to worry about your shape right now. She's not wrong about that, but hearing it does make me feel a bit flustered. A bit. Am I really a playboy? I guess I must be given the scope of my harem, but I've never really considered myself as such. Damn. It's no wonder my coworkers all hate me. I know that, but I don't want to traipse around the house half naked. Let me at least throw some pants on, please. I beg you, oh great and mighty Ayu, show mercy upon me. I have no reason to be nice to you when you've not been at all nice to me. I mean, I see her points, not gonna lie. But yeah, Ayu relents, her arms folded. But I suppose I can grant you this one favor. Hurry up and get dressed. When we're done, we're going to have a talk. Yes, Mom. I wonder what time it is. It must be past midnight. It's pitch black outside, save for the twinkling stars. I just wanna go back to bed, damn it. But I don't think I will allow that. Should have listened to my suggestion. She's incensed. I sigh as I select a shirt from my closet, then insert my arms in the holes. What is going to happen to me now? I almost dare dread to think. Was it the sound of a dog barking? What? Oh, it's not from the game. Just like with the drill previously. Approximately 10 minutes later. Well, it's nice, ain't it? I don't say anything, which is funny, given how chatty she was back in my room. She had no compunctions about yelling back then, but since she called me outside, she's been unusually quiet. Alright, fine. Two can play at that game. I fall silent myself while scanning the beach. The sky is dark blue, and stars twinkle brightly above our heads. The ocean looks very dark, almost black. It's vast, almost fathomless, and it stretches out as far as the eye can see. It's so late, all the seabirds have retreated. Yes! To their cliffside nests to roost. I can hear their familiar cries. Yes! For I can hear the soft sigh of the ocean. The breeze that caresses my cheek is lukewarm, not too hot nor too cold. It's a pleasant night. But the expression on I's face is anything but. She's been sitting in silence for the past 5 minutes, her arms wound tightly about her legs, but her lips are pursed in a frown, and her brows all puckered. She's an attractive woman. She's not Japan's top idol for nothing, but her good looks are solely summoned by the obvious irritation which rolls from her. Her skull is so fierce it could curdle milk. If her legions of fans could see her like this, they'd be stunned. Well, some of them might enjoy that. I wish I knew why she was so upset. It doesn't seem like she wants to speak up for her own, of her own accord, so maybe I should prompt her. Hey, I can tell something is bothering you, but I can't help if you won't tell me what it is. What happened? What happened? He asks. Ayu finally pipes up, her face a mask of malcontent. You have some nerve asking that, isn't it obvious? Just how dense can you be, you dummy, modern, single-celled life form? Single-celled life form? That's such a weirdly specific insult. And it fits into a T. You have the emotional awareness of an amoeba. In fact, I think there must be amoebas out there that have even more tact than you. Sometimes think I'd rather take a sea sponge as a lover than you. Damn, she really sounds pissed. What does she want me to say? Somebody's rather date a sea sponge too? Oh. No, I don't have the heart to say something like that, okay? And no, I would not like to date Sea Sponge. We would get along with Ayu somehow. Anyway, I'm sorry for it, okay. Ouch, that's pretty harsh. I run a hand through my hair, laughing. I must have upset you pretty bad, huh? You've done more than upset me, you've humiliated me. Oh, yeah? That sounds rough. I'm sorry if I've done anything to hurt you, but I must be stupid because I can't think what that might have been. Would you mind elaborating? It should be obvious, Hiroki. As obvious as that huge nose on your stupid face. Hey. I press. My nose is not as bad, actually. I press one hand to my nose, which is not huge. At least I've never thought that. It's only self-conscious. There is nothing wrong with my nose, is there? Your nose is the least of problems. What you really ought to be worried about is your own ignorance, not to mention your faultlessness. I can't believe I had to spell this out to you, but I guess you're as dumb as you are endearing. You think I'm endearing? I wish I didn't, but I do. And you do annoys me, but I can't help but like you, which annoys me all the more. I've often wondered if I'd be happy if I could just forget you. But try for a while, I can't. I like you a lot, more than I ever liked anybody, if you must know, and I want you to like me too, but this last week you've been ignoring me. You're staying in my holiday home on my private beach. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me, but you're not at all grateful. Where is this coming from? I'm grateful for kindness, very much so. I've been having a really good time. I know you have. I've been watching you. That's creepy. Should have been saying this in a creepy voice, right? I know you have. I have been watching you. You've been swimming with Cosmos, bathing with Humi and Marina, but you've not... jogging with Hazel, but you've not put any time aside for me. I've been trying to get you alone from day one, but whether I think I'm in for just one of my sisters comes knock and steals away from me. I thought it was coincidence at first, but it keeps happening. It's like you're actively trying to avoid me. I'm trying not to be jealous of others. I don't want to spoil your holiday, but it's getting too much. I can't take it anymore. I breathed in deeply, her chest heaving, her irises glistening, while her body quivers under her burden of her intense emotions. I mean, you can solve this like... I mean... You have me all to yourself right now. I don't know if it would work, but I would say that. She looks so worked up, I think she might actually cry. Why do you keep going off with the others, Hiroki? Do you like them more than you like me? Don't answer that question. Don't answer. I know I can be proud and sometimes I say mean things to you, but that doesn't mean I don't like you. I like you so much. I want to spend some time together on this trip. I like a real couple, but it's not happened. And I feel so frustrated. Upset too. Are you avoiding me on purpose? Am I that unattractive? I don't get it. I'm an idol, you idiot. I have thousands and thousands of fans. They'd all jump at the chance to qualification me, so why aren't you? Don't you understand how lucky you are? I've done so much for you, so why? She sniffles. Tears dislodge from her eyelids and trickle down her cheeks like condensation down in the window pane. As she cries, a peculiar transformation takes place. Her clothes melt away to reveal a skin-tight latex outfit I'm intimately familiar with. What do you mean, unfamiliar? We've seen it. Oh, familiar, sorry. Horns sprout from her scalp, and wings protrude from her shoulder blades. She's so upset she must have lost control of her magic. If you hate me, you should just come out and say it, then I can stop hoping that you will ever return my feelings. You've made a fool out of me, one too many times, and I'm tired. I'm sick of being an old Soran. Are you? My eyes soften with sympathy, and my voice, already quiet, drops to an even lower register. Ayu has a tendency to overact, but I think she might be right about this. For inadvertent, I've been neglecting her. I've spent the last 5 days in the company of every other Succubus save Ayu. She's been excluded almost entirely. It is any wonder she would feel upset. I've caused her a lot of pain. I ask her pardon. I have a responsibility to cheer her up. I wasn't avoiding you on purpose, and I certainly don't hate you. But that's no excuse for my negligence. I'm sorry if I made you feel unwanted. Good! You should be! I can't believe you made me cry! My tears are worth a lot, you know. They're worth more than diamonds. I'm sure they are. Every inch of you is priceless. Every hair on your heads. You're not Japan's top idol for nothing. I pulls out her cheeks, hamster-like. Flattery will get to nowhere. I still haven't forgiven you. She's forgiving him for... Then maybe this will sway you. I cup Ayu's damp cheek with one hand and then lean in. I hear, a split second before my lips meet hers, Ayu's breath hitch in her chest. And then a soft sigh. My mouth finds Ayu's, our tongues coiling together. Now the question is, will Wingcloud use the description I really dislike seeing, and they always sneak in that description in every Sakura game? Will they? Let's find out. It's a deep passionate kiss fueled by my desire to make amends and Ayu's own desperation. The kiss is salty with Ayu's tears, but I don't mind. It's warm and loving despite that. Ayu, for all her posturing, is a total softie. When I kiss her like this, she falls to pieces. She's melting like a marshmallow over a campfire. Wow. Hiroki. Ayu gasps my name against my mouth, all the while peppering me with the kisses. I return the kisses, tipping her chin upwards with one hand. Ayu's tail twitches while we kiss over and over. I wonder if that's a sign of her excitement. Her dark breathing and her flushed face certainly are. Ayu's eyes are glossy when I pull away, like one who's woken from a dream. She looks drunk with my affection, her cheeks still damp. She blinks, dislodging a few more tears from her lashes, and I tut. That will never do. I was hoping to dry tears. I wouldn't want your makeup to run. I don't want any makeup, you bastard! I'm sorry, I had to. I know how much effort you put into your appearance. I don't want you ruining it for a guy like me. I'm not really worth it. Yes, you are. I counters determinedly, her lips bolting the skull. In all Japan, no, all the world, there is no human as deserving of my affections as you. Don't be so self-depreciating. It's not an attractive quality in a man, and it's insulting to me too. I won't have you questioning my tastes. But you always will ask why you like me so much. That's different. I'm allowed. You're not. I won't let you slander yourself. It's no fair. Ayu starts me in the chest with one finger to further punctuate her point while I laugh. Alright. I'll stop being so belittling. I wouldn't want to offend you. It's too late. You offend me all the time anyway. You didn't seem to mind when I kissed you, though. No, well, I glanced away, her face beat red. But that's fine, I guess. Only fine? I raised an eyebrow. For something that's fine, you sure were signing a lot. You look pretty into it. It's not like I wanted to kiss me or anything. You say that, but your whole tsundere shtick isn't very convincing, coming on the tail end of a tearful confession. Don't think I've forgotten the things you said. It was quiet, illuminating. I bowed. I can't believe I said all that. I must have found it so desperate. Kind of, yeah, but I don't mind. It's an honor to be loved by such a pretty girl. What? Io's eyes widened to comic proportions. No, you're just making assumptions. Whoever said I loved you? You did. For not quite in so many words. I had to read between the lines. But don't worry, I won't reject you. I love you too. I literally never said that. Best I like you. Hold on, baby, but that's not this much love. Don't get swollen head. I don't lay awake at night thinking of you, and I certainly don't adore you. I adore you too. No, I never said. I tried to counter, but I cut her off. Again. I did one more, tipping her chin up, and pressed my lips to hers in a passionate kiss. I was protest muffled by mouth, soon transmuted into sighs and moans. I kiss her more forcefully this time, if such a thing is possible. I pull her as close as possible for us to be. My fingers round her hair, down her spine to the small of her back. I want to kiss every single one of Io's tears away and allay her worries. I might have neglected her in the past, in my carelessness, but I won't make that mistake again. I care for her deeply, ridiculous for she can be. And I want her to know it. I'll imprint my wings onto every single inch of her bared skin. Then perhaps she will finally be able to accept my heartfelt apology. Maybe. My enduring love for Io reconfirmed. The pair of us sit together on the starlit beach. Io's ardor has since faded, alongside her succubus attire. Now she's clad in the same casual clothes she's been wearing throughout this trip. A cute off-shoulder shirt and a pink skirt. Wow, we get 2 CGs of Io in a row in basically one scene? Damn! Okay. Io snuggles close to me, then rests her head up on my shoulder. Her long hair tickles my cheeks, but I don't mind it. The weight of her body against my own is a comfort, and her warmth bleeds through the clothes through to my own. I entwine Io's hand in mine, which is lying by her side, and she sighs appreciatively. It's a lovely night, don't you think? It sure is. The moon is especially beautiful. But it's made even more so when we are together. Oh, you're such a charmer. A giggle and Io nudges me in the side with her elbow. Io's elbows are pretty pointy, much like her words, but she doesn't put enough force into the blow for it to hurt. Yeah, I mean, Io's great, she just needs to, actually be true to herself, instead of constantly, saying things that she doesn't actually mean. Anyway, she's been unusually gentle after her earlier meltdown. I'm glad I was able to console her. And it is nice to sit together like this, just the two of us. Hey, Hiroki! Yeah? Is something on your mind? It's nothing so important, really. I was just thinking, Io inhales, stealing herself, her eyes meet mine, bright violet, glistening beneath the milky moonlight. There's pause, and then... do you know? Do what? This is supposed to be some kind of proposal. She does want to get married, does she? I'd be flattered if that were the case, but it might cause a few problems with her car. Idols aren't supposed to get married. They're not even allowed to go on dates. Oh, so I was correct earlier. If she wants to walk down an aisle with me in a white dress, she'd better put her car behind her. I don't know if I likes me all that much, but my musings, it transpires, were quite unnecessary, much like 80% of the stuff which circulates about inside my mind. I love you. I confess, her voice soft as a whisper. I know I act like I don't, but that's all a front. I'm afraid of being weak. And I'm afraid of being vulnerable. I've been in the spotlight for too long. My so-called fans scrutinize me, the tabloids do, and TV talk shows. If I make a single mistake, they all descend upon me like vultures. I've had to learn how to be two-faced to survive. If I let what people say get to me, I'd never be able to get out of bed in the mornings. I act like a cute, bubbly airhead on stage, but I've hardened my heart against her criticism. For a while, I found it impossible, to be honest. I've been playing character for a long time, but it's different when I'm with you. I know you won't judge me, unlike the others. And I can imagine that's how it is with idols as well. That, you know, basically they are putting on an act, and like, kind of you don't know what they are behind the scenes actually, right? Anyway, you make me feel safe, so I can finally tell you how I really think and feel, both the bad parts and the good. I love you, so please don't leave me. I might be awkward and annoying, and maybe I can change, but I am working on it. I want to make you happy. I smiled her, then leaned a little closer. I let my head rest out of hers, our fingers still entwined, and muttered in the stillness of the starry night. You don't need to worry about that. You do make me happy. I'm not going to go anywhere. You won't? Nah. But I'm nowhere near as affectionate as the others. Yumi's always cooking for you, and Cosmos is super lovey-dovey, and Marina and Hazel aren't at all self-conscious about expressing their feelings, but I am. I insult you when I don't mean to, and when you try to be affectionate, I pull away. I'm the worst. No, you're not. You're just a little awkward, like you said, but I don't mind it. I haven't taken any of it to heart. I've always known how you feel about me. You're not as good at hiding it as you might think. I was close. For some reason, that's kind of annoying. I can be very annoying if I choose to be, but it is what it is. Your feelings for me are obvious, despite your constant proclamations to the contrary, so don't worry. I like you just as much as the others. You're all special to me. And I'm not going to let you go. You promise? I promise. Cross your heart and hope to die? The what? What the fuck does it? Is this some kind of goddamn pinky promise stuff? I need to check because I don't know this one. Cross your heart? What the hell does it mean? It's a promise thing, right? Great. I don't care about music. Just to say. Oh, it's. Wait, it goes like that. Okay. Seek assurance that you would not be buried alive. Okay. I did not save the game. Just in case. Oh, let's not get through. Sure. Let's say sure. Sure. I reply after a pause, amused, but also touched by O's clinginess. It's rare for her to be this honest about her feelings. It's kind of adorable. I mean, sadistic part of me feels like teasing her. What sadistic part? But the bigger part of me wants instead to respond to her sincerity in turn. I don't want to punish her for finally opening up to me. Cross my heart, I mean it. Every word. I love you, and I want to stay with you. Well, of course you do. That should go without saying. I am a Japan's top idol. Who would want to bask in my love and affection? You're a pretty lucky guy, Hiroki. You should be counting your blessings. I already do. Every single day. You don't have to worry on that score, are you? I was face turns red. Pouting, she danced away. I was trying to play it, but you're an even cooler customer than I am. You're Your quips are way too good! You're going to give me a heart attack if this keeps up! Should I stop saying nice things then? No, you don't have to go that far. I like when you compliment me. Fine, no, I don't have an act like that. It's hard for me to express my real feelings, but... I rose in shallow breath. I'm trying to get better. I really am. I hope you can bear with me, Hiroki. Sure. I'll always be here for you. If you need somebody to vent to, look no further. I'm trying to be as supportive as I can, for the sake of your career and our relationship. Thank you. I smiles, her violet eyes trembling with emotion. You might tease me from time to time, but I know you're a really great guy deep down. You're the best cameraman. No, the best boyfriend a girl could ever ask for. I really do love you. So saying, I leans in and press her mouth to my own. Her kiss sweet and gentle, in a direct contrast to her abrasive personality, and it's full of love. Her feelings are so palpable, I can taste them in hers. I knew you would sneak that in! God damn it! And on her tongue. I just knew that they would sneak their saliva in one of those descriptions. It's doomed to happen, always. Always! Anyway, Shirley does love me. And I think that, after all we've endured together, I love her too. How could I not? Ikue Ayu really is adorable. Yeah? The rest of my vacation passes in a blur of joyous activity. I go on strolls along with the beach, with Marina, sample more of Himi's delicious cooking, referee several high of volleyball matches, splash in the salty surf cosmos, and go stargazing with Ayu. Before I know it, the final day of my vacation arrives. It's with some sorrow that I pack with my clothes, then check my room for anything I might have missed. It would be nice to stay a bit longer, but I can't shirk my duties forever. Work is waiting for me back in Tokyo, and my boss... I'm sure he'll have any number of tasks to give me after my week spent away. I had a lot of fun, but now it's time to go. No good thing can last forever. But the memories I made here will last a lifetime. I take my suitcase in one hand, then meet up with the others in the living room. They are clad in their casual attire, their swimsuit packed away in their own cases. Do you have everything, Hiroki? He infuses over me when I enter the living room, just as mother might. Did you check every single drawer before you left? Did you remember to pack away your socks and your underwear? You should be particularly careful about the underwear. If you left a pair behind, I might claim the next time she comes here. I know how crazy she's about you. She loves you and your underwear. I bet she'll cuddle it and sniff it and do all sorts of things to it. Not that I can judge her, I would do the same. That is nothing better than my boyfriend's sweaty boxers. What? Hey! Don't pin me all your weird, creepy fetishes on me! You might have a thing for stifling the old undies, but I most certainly do not. It's like Hiroki's set makes me feel all hot or anything. Forgive for my rudeness, but you are not very good at telling lies, are you? If she wasn't, she wouldn't be Ayu anymore. I suppose you are correct about that. Ayu is quite predictable, but that is what makes her so charming. Who are you calling predictable? Get off me! Don't pat my head like we're friends! He'll make Cosmos laugh while Marina sighs. It's awfully airy for you to be shouting like that, Ayu. Can you knock it off? Oh, sorry, Marina. I suppose my Yafu seal is too much for an old lady like you to handle. Oh my god. How many times must I tell you? I'm not old. I'm still in the prime of my Yafu viewing rate. You said that I think I can see a few grey hairs already. Even if I have 2 grey hairs which I dabbed, how would you be able to see them? My hair is white already. Oh dear, it's worse than I thought. You really are an old woman! Right, that does it. It might be early in the morning, but I'm not going to hold back. You deserve a good smack, young lady. No, please don't! Ayu bolts away from Maria, her twin tails streaming behind her. She dives behind the couch, while Maria pursues her like a shepherd after a startled sheep. Hifumi watches her, and a amused smile playing about her lips. Putting that to one side. Did you remember to pack your toothbrush, Hiroki? Your aftershave? I don't shave. Ah, he shaves, okay. What about your wallet and your phone? And even if even when I shaved, I didn't use the aftershaver, whatever. Hifumi continues to fuss over me, while I assure her that, yes, I do have everything. Anyway, well, that I didn't want to click. Once Marina and Ayu have tired themselves out, the Succubus sit down to eat breakfast. Breakfast consumed and thoroughly enjoyed, we then leave Ayu's beach house. This will be the last time we see this place for a while anyway. I wonder if we'll ever come back. Yo, Sakura Succubus 5. Winter break! Let's go to the mountains. I'm giving you the ideas. I wonder if we'll ever come back. I would be opposed to spending another summer relaxing on this beautiful, unsullied beach or paddling in the azure ocean. But now it's all coming to a close. I give Ayu's beach house one last lingering look, then set off down the beach. The sole of my shoes sink into an even sand and the wheels of my suitcase get stuck. It's hard to work pulling it along, and the sun is so hot up ahead I'm starting to sweat. The salty sea breeze tousles my hair and the hem of my shirt flutters. The waves break against the shore, churning themselves up into white foam, and ahead the gulls cry, oh no. Perhaps I'm feeling sentimental, but it almost sounds like they are wishing us goodbye. Hey Hiroki. Cosmos appears at my side. She tugs on my unoccupied hand and looks at me, her eyes winsome in the summer sunlight. I pause, then offer her a smile. Hey Cosmo, what's up? I was just wondering, do you wanna take a selfie? I was my nice commemorate the holiday. We had such a good time together after all. I'd like if I could always remember the summer. Oh, that's a good idea. Hazel, who has pretty sharp ears, must have overheard because she slides up to us. Greeting, she says. Can you take a pic of me too? I want in. Are we taking photos? That sounds like a wonderful idea. I would love to have a man to remember his summer by. I could get it professionally printed, then framed so I can look up on it whenever I feel stressed. I had such fun with you, my darling Hiroki. But this holiday would not have been half so fun without the rest of my dear sisters. I do so enjoy pampering you. If we're taking photos, I have to be in the frame too. Preferably in the middle. Remember, if it weren't for me, this holiday wouldn't have happened. This is my private beach we're standing on, and it's my beach house you slept in. That's right. You're the real MVP of the holiday, Ayu. Your kindness is most appreciated. You can be so mean sometimes, but I know you're a nice person deep down. You're just awkward like me. That's why you're my best friend, Ayu. Nobody gets me like you. Hey, don't give me that. We're not alike at all. You hear me? I'm far prettier, smarter, lovelier, talented. Oh, that's nice. Look at that smug tennis player. Okay, get in, everybody. I'm gonna take it. Whoa, hey, you guys, you're pushing me out of the frame. Yeah, my clothes are getting all rumpled. You'll just have to deal with it best you can, Ayu. There. Don't pat my head, I'm not a puppy. I like it when Hifumi pats my head. You might, but I don't. We're not all alike. Now, everybody smile. Say cheese. Cosmos reaches out, her tongue poking out in concentration, and taps the circle button on her touchscreen. The camera flashes as she takes one photo, then another, and another. I smile all the while, the scent of salt in my nostrils. Wow, not of shampoo? My hair rumpled by the breeze. It is a bit of a tight squeeze, but I don't mind it. I'm with the 5 women I love more than anything, and I couldn't be happier. Stop patting my head here for me! I'm just trying to calm you down, dear. There. You think I should flex my muscles? I think that would really cool. The wind is blowing my hair into my eyes. Please hurry with these 3 photos, Cosmos. Just a few more. I want to get one with me, cuddle up with Hiroki. Hey! No fair! I want to cuddle with Hiroki to Cosmos, you sneaky wench! I wanna cuddle with him too. You girls are all so childish. But I would not be at all opposed to the idea myself. I do love lavishing my dear Hiroki in affection. As do I. I love pampering my darling husband. Husband! Since when did that happen? It's alright, Ayu. Don't get mad. We're not actually married. That's just Hifumi's pet name for me. Indeed, it is true. We are not married yet, but that can soon be rectified. Hiroki and I did discuss only a few days prior the possibility of me meeting his parents. He said they would be very fond of me. I can't wait to meet my new father and mother-in-law. Whoa! You act so sweet and unassuming, but you're pretty pushy for me. I didn't know you'd gotten so far. Maybe I need to ramp up my relationship too. I won't lose to you. Hiroki is my boyfriend. I want to meet his parents first. As if his parents would be happy to meet a weirdo like you. They'd be far more impressed with me. I have so many accomplishments to my name after all, and I'm incredibly wealthy. I've already claimed the hearts of Japan's public, and I'm going to claim the hearts of Hiroki's parents too. I'll be the best daughter-in-law there ever was. I somehow doubt that your shrill voice would, and in all likelihood, send them running for the hills. What was that, Marina? Oh my, did you not hear what I said? Perhaps you need to get your ears cleaned out. You aren't as young as you once were, after all. Old age spares nobody, not even top idols. you bitch! I'll get you for that! Now, let's all try to calm down. Oh, are you always going after Marina? And you're still taking photos, Cosmos? Of course I am. These are candid shots. They should all sell very well on the black market. I'm sure I was falsely very interested in this. Hey, cut it down! I don't want you leaking these pics to the public. I have an image to maintain. Perhaps you should get a photo of that before you decide to attack me like a wildcat. My entourage are at one another's throat as per usual, but I don't mind it. In fact, I began to enjoy it. There is never a dull moment when they are around. I start to laugh. I can't help myself. I laugh with abandon, until tears begin to prickle the corner of my eyes. I have no idea what the future holds, but one thing is certain. For they sometimes annoy me. I love this Succubus dearly. They've turned my dull life upside down for good, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah? Oh my god. Whoa, what? Credits? Okay. Story and writing, Waffle. The Oh, Wanaka, yes. So Waffle is the one that's constantly sneaking the saliva into the game. God damn it. I don't know, like it's constantly sneaked in. It's crazy. Oh, you know what? I don't even feel like making a ranking of who I liked most or not. All of those girls are so good, okay? Really. Like, Sakura Succubus is one of those games where all the characters are super likable. Also, if we look into the gallery, I think... Wait, we actually unlocked everything? Have I unlocked all the achievements for? No, I didn't. There are 3 more achievements apparently. One of them is call Hifumi Big Sister. Oh yeah, I didn't do that. I chose the better option. Then there is the punishment was close. I don't know what this is about. And not the gentleman, eh? I don't know what this is about as well. Well, I'll unlock those achievements later on my own. Because afterwards I'm gonna... I mean, I think I will take a little break, like maybe 20 minutes. And I'll also take another half an hour to walk the dog. And I will get to Katawa Shoujo! Anyway, hope you enjoyed the lovely Sakura Succubus 4. Okay, I like this picture, to be honest. It's super nice. For this one of Hifumi as well, lovely. For this one of Marina as well, lovely. This one with Cosmos, super lovely. Hazel running, also amazing. What else do we have? Okay, the courage test with Marina, lovely, lovely. Yue appearing, lovely, lovely. Girls playing volleyball, lovely, lovely. Cosmos and Sparkles, lovely, lovely. With Marina Hifumi, lovely, lovely. With Cosmos again, carrying her, lovely, lovely. And with Ayu, the keys. Actually, not. Yeah, she got 2 CGs in one action, okay. And the girls here. I really don't feel like making ranking. Like, oh, I like you best, you less, and so on. Because, I mean, I feel like in this particular Sakura Succubus, just there's no point. I mean, I acted annoyingly as usual, but in the end, I guess I kind of understand how come she might be like that. It just was said. You kind of develop probably, possibly, like a second persona you act as. In front of fans, cameras, and so on, right? So I guess it kind of can manage to do what it did, basically, to her when she acts around us. Kind of. So, like, she's not true to herself and so on. But still, when she opened up, yo, super nice girl. For not gonna lie, you know what? No, the rankings stuff aside, I think my top contenders would still be Cosmos and Hifumi, to be fair. I think you were at the very end for, like, we didn't really see much of her. So yeah, that's why we need Sakura Succubus 5, guys. We need Sakura Succubus 5. We need to go on a winter break with you as well. Definitely. Or Christmas break or something. We need it. We need it. And over there, like, Hazel would be skiing or snowboarding every single day. I guess Marina would be sitting in a bar. That's, by the way, such a Polish thing to do. When people go skiing, especially, I guess, families, like, I would say fathers and so on, like, okay, I'll slide down the hill once or twice and then to the bar to get some beer. Anyway, let's end it here. We'll, of course, get to Katawa Shoujo continuously still. I don't know if we'll pick up another game at the same time. I think that's a bit not possible. I would like to, but no, I think not. I think I will concentrate on getting Katawa Shoujo as much as possible. Maybe if I finish some routes and I will have content for, you know, possibility of few days, I'll record something else, but who knows? You can never predict that stuff. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.